everyone. So in this video, I am going to be building the Noah's Ark puzzle by Colin Thompson. It is a Schmidt puzzle, which I have never done before, so I'm curious to see what the quality is like on these. Now, initially, I saw this one in the charity shop, and I did pick it up and look at it, but I put it back down again because even though I liked the colours and I liked the idea of the design, there's lots of sort of like very small details in it, which I don't tend to prefer these busier images. I like images where there's like more clear-cut sections, and I was concerned about the level of detail being a bit difficult. But then after I went home, that night I was on Facebook, and I'm in like a few different Facebook puzzle groups, just like with other people in the UK, and there were people talking about this exact puzzle and how much they love it and how it's on their wish list and how it's like such an amazing puzzle. And I guess I kind of got drawn into peer pressure, so I went back the next day to the charity shop and this was still here. So I did buy it. So let's take a look inside. There we go, so you can see all the pieces in here. They feel quite nice and thick. Let me pick up a piece and I'll put it close to the camera for you guys. So, oh, look at this, picked up the corner piece. What are the odds? 4 in 1,000, so 1 in 250, there's the odds. But yeah, so they're relatively thick. They feel quite high quality. They don't feel like flexible or anything. And I do really like the printing on this. The colour is very good. So yeah, I'm excited to get stuck into it. So I'm going to go off and build it, and I'll let you know my thoughts at the end. I am just under 4 hours in. Sorry I haven't updated sooner than this. I was in the zone. I kind of got carried away with doing it. So I've done basically all of the sea and most of the lower part of the boat. So now I just need to do the sky and the upper part of the boat, as you can see there. It's actually coming together really, really well. I was happy with it. Initially, like I said in the intro, I was quite nervous about how busy the image was, but it's actually been pretty fun. The hard part has again been sort of like not really having the space. So for the most of the puzzle, I had the pieces in the box that I was just kind of finding, whereas now I finally have space to put them all on the table. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. I've kind of sorted them a bit on the table. So this is like sails, this is flags, this is sky, and this is everything else. But yeah, I'm gonna, hopefully, shouldn't take me more than, I reckon, an hour and a half maximum to finish at this point, because there's not really many pieces left. So yeah, we'll have to see the finished image soon. Ta-da! The finished puzzle. Here you go. Now, unfortunately, there were a couple of missing pieces in this. So we have one just here, and then the other one just there, which was a bit unfortunate, but I guess it's a risk you take when you buy a puzzle from the charity shop. But the rest of the puzzle was really cool. It was a bit weird doing it in portrait rather than landscape. All the other puzzles I've done have either been 500 piece or just like a landscape 1000. What I found difficult was trying to like reach over and do the bit at the top. Not great for my back, so where possible I'm definitely going to try to avoid portrait 1000 pieces and stick to landscapes. But it was a very lovely design, which I was surprised by. I did think I was going to get put off by how busy it was, but actually it was a lot of fun. I really liked putting it together, and it was actually like surprisingly easy. So the whole thing took me just under 5 hours, and that was like taking it very leisurely, not even trying to rush. So I think I'm getting better at like just learning how pieces go together, like learning to like what to look out for in the connections and stuff. So I'm really enjoying my puzzling journey so far, and it's comforting to know that my times are going down even like without trying. What I also found with this one is that it was very easy to split it into sections because there's so many different things going on. So you had the sea, which had a really good gradient, so it's so easy to put together. The sky kind of went from a lighter blue into a darker blue, and I have decent colour acuity, so that was pretty easy. Then you got the boat, which had like this wooden part. The sort of bricks on this part and this part are very similar, but these parts are different to the lower part, so you can easily tell like which parts of the ship each piece is, so it was really easy to split it into sections. And yeah, it all just came together really nicely. There wasn't really any part of it that I struggled with. It was all just a case of getting around to it. And all in all, yeah, a fun puzzle. Definitely really like it. Definitely going to keep an eye out for Colin Thompson's other puzzles. One issue that I did find whilst building the puzzle is that the pieces don't really stay together very well. So like if you try to pick them up, it's very hard to get the whole thing to pick up, and they just don't really stay together very well. Like you can see that's already flimsy with 3 pieces, and yeah, they come apart really easily. So if you're trying to move sections, it's very, very difficult to do it, unfortunately. So that was Noah's Ark by Colin Thompson. That was the finished puzzle. I was kind of disappointed about the missing pieces, but I kind of did suspect it as well, because like when I took some of the pieces out, I saw there was quite like a few hairs and stuff in the box, so clearly it wasn't treated in the best condition by its previous owner. No judgment, it's just everyone does puzzles differently. But yeah, I wasn't overly surprised at the missing pieces, but it was still kind of sad. And it's sad that it was 2 as well rather than 1, but I guess it's better than 3 or 4, so. But yes, overall, pretty decent puzzle. I did really enjoy it. There were quite a few false fits, which was an absolute nightmare when putting together the edge, because I'd missed out on finding a couple of the edge pieces when I was doing my sorting. I need to get better at that. It's not the first time I've missed edge pieces. But basically, I was putting it together, and when it came to the one along the top, I knew I needed 25 pieces because I counted from along the bottom, and I had 23 pieces in there, but 3 like missing holes. So I was like, okay, so clearly there's some false fits in there. So I had to like really rejig around the top when I found the final 2 edge pieces. And yeah, it was just crazy having to like rejig everything because it's completely blue sky. Like apart from a tiny bit, like you can see here, the sort of flare of the light. There's that top of the tower, that, and those were the only pieces along the top that had anything that wasn't just pure blue. So it was a very difficult one to fit together, but I did get there in the end. It was a shame about the false fits. Yeah, like I said in the previous video, the pieces didn't stick together very well at all. So when I was trying to like move pieces around, they would fall apart, which is especially difficult if I'm like building a section and then moving it inside of the puzzle. And even like if I accidentally like jogged the puzzle with my arm, like pieces would come apart. So I was kind of disappointed because I've heard that Schmidt puzzle was like a really sort of good high quality brand. And I'm not like dissing the actual quality. The pieces, like I said, they felt quite sturdy. But yeah, the join quality wasn't great. So I probably won't go for a Schmidt puzzle again unless it's like a design I really like. But like I said, I will look out for the Colin Thompson designs because I did actually really like it in the end. But yeah, I'd have to like really like a design to go for a Schmidt again, I think. But still, overall, decent puzzle. If you see it at a cheap price, worth getting. It's definitely a lot of fun. I guess if you wanted to get it full price, you'd have to be very comfortable with all the false fits and the sort of like lack of join togetherness. I don't know all the puzzle words yet. But yeah, overall, I'd recommend it, but I'd recommend getting it at a discounted price. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Please do like the video, drop a comment down below to say how much false fits bother you or don't, and please subscribe to the channel for more fun videos in the future. Bye bye.